And, okay, it was Ireland, and we're just closer here, so probably not many points in advantage, but he still loses 600, so now we are in the lead, that's good. 16 times damage now, so this is really all what it comes down to, I think. And we have black screen, so this is the funniest way to end. What is going on, guys? Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today is exciting because we have a new game mode. It's Duels. I've not played any rounds of this yet, but I watched GeoPeter's video, so I basically know what happens in it. But I say, let's get straight into things here and give new game mode a try. As usual on the channel, I'll be playing with no moving. And so here is our first opponent, and we're going to have to see if we can beat him. So essentially, if you haven't come across this mode yet, each person has like life points in the top corners, and you have to outscore them in order to preserve your own life points. So here we have a Norway round. We're driving right hand side of the road. We got yellow in here. So there's no time limit, but when you guess, they have to guess within the next 15 seconds. So I'm just going to go Trondheim here. Not really sure if that's going to be correct. But oh, I didn't even see the timer there, but he is a bit closer. It was just in Oslo, and so I lose 550 points there. So not to worry. But for some reason, I guess we both guessed at the same time there, so that's probably what happened. So here we have a white car. I think this might be Eswatini, could be South Africa though. But I'm just going to put my marker down in Mbabane and put the time pressure on him, and it was actually in Johannesburg. So because I was a bit further away, he gains the points, and we're down to 5,000 health. Now you'll see in a moment that this probably isn't too much of a concern because there is a round in which you gain life points back. But anyhow, here we are in the next round. We do have a BG on the number plates here, so just thinking somewhere in Bulgaria, and it is hilly, so I might go somewhere central, just as a bit of a hedge. So he's got now 15 seconds to guess, if you haven't gathered already. Yep, this was right down near Greece and North Macedonia. So once again, he's beaten me, and I take 190 hit points of damage. But you can see that it hasn't been too bad for us thus far. Now here we have a white car here. This one should be in Bolivia, I think. So I'm just going to send it. I think this one might be out near Santa Cruz or something like that. With the white car, that would certainly make sense. And he's got a limited amount of time now. Now, the amount of hit points you can lose as the game goes on progressively gets more and more. So these early losses that we've taken aren't actually a big deal. He's got 1 second left. Will he guess? Okay, so he's actually guessed out in the Amazon, and we actually take a massive win there. So that actually was right near Santa Cruz. We are now in the lead. And now we have the healing round, so presumably we will probably get all our life points back here because neither of us have lost too much. The sun is to the south here, so we're in the northern hemisphere. Should be somewhere in Europe, I dare say. I wouldn't mind like a Croatia or something like that, to be honest, but it's a bit of trek or something. Sure. Now, he's guessed, so I'm just going to go Croatia. We should get points back here, regardless. And this was actually in India, so a super tough round. And yeah, even though we were so far away, he's guessed in Madagascar, even still we both get a decent amount of points. Okay, so we're in the lead, coming into the double damage section here. We have a bit of European architecture. Could it be... Okay, we got a short antenna. Is this... Were these red and white ones? Where is this? It's going to be somewhere in Europe. No. Ulissa. Is that, Hungarian? No, I think it might be... I don't know. I'm going to go Hungary. I can't remember, actually. So, okay, that was Croatia. Man, I really should have gotten that. So now that we're double damage... he's actually taken off 1,000 hit points of mine, so we're about even. Not a fantastic round there by me. I forgot my European languages for a second. The architecture was wrong for Hungary anyway. This one is, of course, in Singapore, so neither of us are going to lose too many points here. I'm just going to get it in. But it is 4 times points, so hopefully we're closer than he is. Well, perhaps he won't actually get the country, in which case we would be in for big points. But yeah, given the fact that it is Generation 4 and is quite developed, this really should be somewhere in Singapore. And we are just closer here, but of course, he is not going to lose many points here, just 72. So we are still slightly behind here. Okay, so this one's 8 times damage now, so it really ramps up super quickly after the healing stage. I think they need to balance it a little better. This one should be France, I think. It could be Ireland, though. Actually, no, this house might look more Irish. So I think I'll just go in the middle of Ireland here. Hopefully he hasn't made it to any bigger clues. But as you guys know, I don't like to move. So It's a little bit of a disadvantage here, not too much, because I like how quickly it moves. So hopefully he hasn't found any language here, and hopefully he goes France or Britain or something. And, okay, it was Ireland, and we're just closer here, so probably not many points in advantage, but he still loses 600, so now we are in the lead, that's good. 16 times damage now, so this is really all what it comes down to, I think. And we have black screen, so this is the funniest way to end this mode. Hopefully, well, just guess, Glenn, come on. Surely there's no way to actually get any information here. So this is the funniest way to have a 16 times round. It's basically over for us both here, I assume. And wow, it was in Vietnam, so yes, he actually loses 900 points. That's gotta feel bad. Wow. Okay, 32 times damage. It all comes down to any guess here. We have to be super precise. This one, we don't have blue strip there. This one should be in Denmark, though. Oh no, we got yellow filled in signs here, so maybe Sweden. Yeah, we got Swedish colors around the spot, so how far north? Given that I thought it was Denmark, maybe it is a bit further south, I don't know. I might just go kind of halfway up Sweden here. Let's hope he hasn't found any clues. But yeah, presumably the winner of this round will win unless we guess in the same town or something. Because I'm probably not that close here. I think it might be further south than what I guessed. We'll see, we'll see. So here he is, and yes, he's gotten closer, so he should defeat me here. And yeah, we lose 9,000 points, and we lose to Glenn. So well done, Glenn. It would have been really funny if we beat him on the black screen round, but there we go, we lost. So not to worry, we'll get the next person we play. We might even get Glenn again because it is Australian time, so there'll be less people playing. Anyhow, our opponent is No More Fossil Fuel Projects, and he's got some renewable energies on the profile picture there. Okay, I see it. So here's the first round. We do have a very dry one here. White car. Should be Botswana, I do suggest. So hopefully he doesn't know, and we can just go for a quick guess here. Let's go in Francistown. I don't know, it could be Gaborone, or Francistown. Probably Gaborone, actually, judging by the size of it. But hopefully he doesn't work it out, and we gain a bit of points on him. But I'm actually not entirely happy with my guess. Suffice to say, the rounds at the start don't really matter that much. Or maybe I should eat my words, because he's going to lose 4,000 points here, which is quite rough. So yeah, 2,000 points left. Hopefully we can actually take him out relatively quickly here. I do get the sense that he might not be as strong of a player, and so we might be able to take him out quickly. But this is going to be in Singapore, and it looks very dry, so I think we can probably get rid of him on this round. So you can see we're driving left-hand side of the road here, so the stop sign is on the left, and you can see the classic Singaporean street signs, but unfortunately for him, I'm moving him along quickly. He's probably not the most experienced player. Oh, he gets it. Okay, he's closer than me. Well done. I underestimated him, and I lose 26 points for my cockiness, I guess. So next round is looking Malaysian. I think it's looking Malaysian. Let's see though. We got a bit of Chinese here, so that would make sense. Black car, so that would also make sense. I'm just wondering if there's any good clues here as to which part of Malaysia we're in, but I would suggest maybe like somewhere closer to China, maybe up here. Chin Chin Music Center, interesting. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything that would actually give it away here, but yes, whoa, okay, good guess. So we got the black car on Borneo there, kind of rare in Malaysia, but wow, it's just, a Generation 1 camera as well here. So it should be somewhere out in the, well, I was about to say out in the US, but this is left-hand drive, so this one is New Zealand. So I'm just going to guess here, it's relatively flat. We don't see any mountains anywhere, so, we do see some mountains actually over there, and there's no compass either. So if we move here, yeah, no compass at all. So let's see if he's able to get it. And wow, we were actually really close here. So those mountains were on the North Island. That was probably Egmont National Park, Egmont. And yeah, we take the victory. So we move up to rank 26 here. So it seems like the ranks kind of start from the beginning again. So let's go again. I'm enjoying this. It's a good game mode. I just wish that I don't know. Oh, we're back against the same fella. Okay. So I just wish that it didn't ramp up so quickly. Maybe they could have just like a couple of double damage rounds, then a couple of quadruple damage rounds, etc. Kind of feels a bit luck-based by the end. So we've got a white car here. thinking... We got motorbikes, I think, in Southeast Asia off the bat. Raised houses as well. Do we have any Thai poles? This doesn't look like a Thai pole to me. So maybe it is... Well, I think it might be Philippines rather than Indonesia, to be honest. But it could be either of them. So I might just go southern Philippines here. I don't know. So he goes there. I'll just go here. And this was actually... Wow. Okay, on that island right near Singapore there. So, yeah, I take a bit of a hit there. And, yeah. Well, he got the right country, so he deserves it anyway. This one should be Senegal, I think. No, it's going to be Ghana, yeah? Yeah, Ghana tape right there. And so, it's fairly dry for Ghana. I'm going to guess more northern here. Let's just go up near Tamale. In fact, maybe north of Tamale, given that we're going north to south here. And I'm fairly confident in that. Look at this massive insect hill. That's actually quite the sizable insect hill. Also got the yellow plates, that's quite common. Oh, another one over there. So let's see if he gets the right country. Get the feeling that he'll probably get this, but he won't. Okay, so he went Kenya there. Was unaware of the car meta, and so he loses a good amount of points. So we're back in the lead. And we're back in Singapore. We've had a crazy amount of Singapore rounds and rounds around Singapore here. So Bishan, I mean, we may as well find it. Not that the points particularly matter at this point, but I think we will go for it anyway. And given that he's just gone for it, I will go over here in Orchard. And yeah, we were a bit further away. That was the actual location. So we're going to lose how many points? 6. What a shame. They should probably prioritize big countries in this map, because the small ones really don't do too much until you get to the very end. So here we have European cars, French car, French car, French car, French car. I think we might be in France here, guys. Do we have any like blue dots on the poles? I can't see. So looking at the architecture and everything, it doesn't look particularly French, but I think it is anyway. So maybe over this side of France here. I'm going to guess in this town here. So he's probably going to go over to the signs. He should win against us here if he recognizes any of the town names, and he will. It's just in Paris. So there you go. Not a particularly good guess. We lose 600 points. And now we are moving on to the healing round. Yeah. So now the healing round. And this one looks like a European capital. Thinking of Austria here. Is it going to be Austria? Yeah, this is an Austrian plate. I think so. Yeah, it's an Austrian plate. So it's probably just going to be somewhere in Vienna, and we're going to get all our life points back. So back to a clean start. And this is the problem with the life points. Like, of course, we're both equal distance, and we both get all of our lives back. So it just gives you the exact amount of lives back as points you get in the healing round. So if you got a perfect score, then you have the availability to get 5,000 points back. So Slovenia, I think SI is Slovenia, right? And for that reason, I'm just going to guess up here, because it feels a little flatter than what you get right way up in the hills. Anyway, once you guess, I think the compass and stuff disappears, unless I'm tricking myself. But yeah, hopefully he knows his domains here. That's the crucial clue. And whoa, we were close. That was a good guess. Unfortunately, even an insane guess like that won't get us too much, because he only loses a little bit of points there. So what damage? This kind of looks like... Well, I was going to say something else, but this looks like Japan with the blue roofs and single yellow line in the center. Yeah, this is Japanese and all that. So it's hilly. We're in a town and it's hilly. Generation 4. So, I don't know. Would you really get such hills in Tokyo? Tokyo is pretty flat for Japanese standards. Maybe up in the hills of Osaka? Maybe up in the northern suburbs of Osaka would be possible here. Now, Japan's kind of dangerous, I must say. Japan, oops, didn't mean to move that, I'll just guess. Japan is kind of dangerous because it is deceptively large. And so we don't want to be too cocky with our guesses. We want to kind of hedge so that we don't lose. And wow, that was in Tokyo. Very hilly for Tokyo, I feel like. But yeah, out in the, what would you say, the western suburbs there. So we need to beat him on this guess. This one, we have a holy pole, feeling Brazilian here, so that's not entirely a good thing, not entirely a bad thing either, though. So if I had to say, I would just go for like a fairly, maybe like a Tocantins guess here, or something like that, fairly central for Brazil here. I don't know, let's put the pressure back on him. This should be Brazil, but whereabouts, I'm not so sure. We've got very red soil. But yeah, these Brazil ones are really tough. And yes, whoa, that's actually a good guess. So he's going to take a lot of damage here. Yeah, that's him all out. Yeah, the 8 times damage is so rough. And yeah, we get a good guess against him, GG, and we move up to rank 41. So it seems like even still the ranks are fairly easy to climb up here, but not to worry. We'll do one more for the video. Let's see if we can pull another win, and will we be against the same guy? Sure enough, we will. Okay, the triple rematch. Well, he's been a good opponent so far, so let's see if we can get the 3 wins in a row, the clean sweep. So this one is, of course, in Costa Rica, but he's going to realize that pretty quickly, so we can just slam it in here. Also, there's a Costa Rican flag right here, so if he doesn't know about this tracker, I have to be sorry for him, because there's ample clues. Anyway, Policia, yeah, this is certainly Costa Rica. Let's see if he knows it. He's got 1 second left, and he doesn't. So he starts off with a fairly sizable loss here. 2,000 points, 3,000 points he's gonna lose, so that's quite significant. Actually guesses over in Venezuela. So I get the feeling this guy's actually a decent player, but he doesn't know his metas that well, which is fine. This one has a antenna here. We have a front plate here, which is not common for Puerto Rico. So I'm wondering if, yeah, and we also have like some Chinese here as well. So I think, and given that this guy doesn't know his metas, we can put the pressure on fairly quickly here. So I'm going to guess in Northern Mariana Islands, but you can see this little side antenna here. You have that in Northern Mariana Islands, in Guam, and in Puerto Rico. But the fact that he knows that that's either Guam or Northern Mariana, and he doesn't know that other one was Costa Rica is surprising to me. Anyhow, we have an Australia here. Whoops, didn't mean to move there. We have a yellow number plate over there, so this should just be in Sydney or somewhere Sydney roundabouts adjacent. So I'm happy to just go Sydney here, even though I'm not entirely sure. Could be further north here. Wouldn't be surprised if it was like Coffs Harbour or something a bit further north, but hopefully he knows his Australia rounds, his yellow plates. He might be an Australian based on the time of day it is today, and it is actually Port Macquarie. He guesses in Adelaide, good old Adelaide. So yeah, he's down to critical points here. And let's see if we can pull off the win here before the healing round. So we are in Tracker here, feeling Indian. I think this is going to be India, right? Looking at this architecture, certainly could be. I don't see why it wouldn't be, to be honest. So I'm not entirely sure, but I think I will just go in a flatter part of India out here. Let's go on Mirzapur, so see if he can sneak in here. I dare say he'll be able to, like, if he also guesses India, then he should be fine. Of course, I'm assuming that I'm right here. This could be wrong. But let's see. And, oh, it is India, but he's gotten closer than me, I think. Let's see. Yeah, he's gotten closer, so I lose a bit of points, and now he's got the healing round, so the comeback is still possible for our friend here. Let us see what the healing round will be. Okay, good, it's difficult, I like that. So this is a curious round, definitely. We have no car meta, so I do think this should be in the US somewhere, but I don't want to give him too much time as he's moving around, so I'm just going to guess in the south of the US here. Now, could this be... Well, I don't really need health points, so I should have just instantly guessed and let him struggle. But that would be the tactic. And if this was Thailand, of course, that makes so much more sense. Not to worry, though. We're back on even points, and yeah, I feel a little bit silly. But honestly, my tactics were sound, so not to worry. Double damage now. We are in Generation 4. What do we have? Europe. It feels European here. Got a bunch of European cars. Generation 4, though. This is curious. Maybe Czechia? Wouldn't be surprised if this was Czechia, in all honesty. I might go there. Let's see. This might be a mistake, honestly. If it's going to be like Bulgaria or something like that. But the fact that it's Generation 4, I mean, could be Greece? Like, all these trees kind of look a bit more Mediterranean or a bit more... Yeah, it was Bulgaria, wow. So it didn't really remind me of Bulgaria, but he's actually gone in St. Petersburg, so he takes a good amount of damage there. Of course, my points weren't that good, so that's why he survives. Not a fantastic guess. Anyway, black car here. This is Taiwan? Hold up. No, this is Korea. Of course, it's Korea. And whereabouts? Well, I think we'll just go for a hedge here. Considering we're ahead, we don't really want to lose too many points. And he guesses in Taiwan a bit hastily, and this should be the end of him. Oh, it certainly is. 9,000 points lost. there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have made it past rank 50, so I think in the next video, I will go for the maximum rank, or at least try to get closer. And yeah, that was a good introduction to the new game mode. I hope you guys enjoyed my gameplay, and yeah, I definitely think I'll be playing a bit more of this on stream, on videos. So yeah, stay tuned, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in a video soon. Catch you later.